from the Lakeside Newsroom of the Henrico Citizen, your hometown news source since 2001. This is the Henrico News Minute with publisher Tom Lapis.
One of the faces of the Henrico school system is leaving, and we'll update you on COVID cases in Henrico coming up on today's Henrico News Minute. It's Monday, August 23rd, 2021. It's brought to you today by Henrico County CSB Prevention Services and in part by Chess Counselor LLC, helping students one move at a time, bringing chess and wellness programs to the community. Visit them at chesscounselor.com.
And now for the news.
Well, with COVID-19 cases beginning to surge again in this region, Richmond and Henrico Health District's officials will bring back regular vaccination sites next month. The RHHD in September will establish 2 new vaccination clinics in Henrico, one at the Henrico West Clinic at the Western Henrico Government Center on Fridays from 9 a.m. to noon, and another at an as-yet undetermined Eastern Henrico location. Officials have not said exactly when the clinics will begin. 2 other clinics, one in Richmond Southside and another on Cary Street downtown, also will offer vaccinations through the health districts. Additionally, the agencies will offer increased testing events, according to Deputy Director Melissa Verret, who said Friday that those plans will involve scheduled testing opportunities at 1 or 2 locations weekly in the 2 localities starting next month, in addition to several pop-up events in specific communities each week. The news comes as Henrico is witnessing its most COVID cases in more than 6 months, due largely to the Delta variant, which officials believe accounts for as much as 90% or more of all new cases. During the 7-day period from August 14th to 20th, the county experienced 683 confirmed cases. That's the most during a 7-day period since early February. With the start of school just a couple weeks away, many parents are wondering how dangerous the new Delta variant is to unvaccinated children. Verret said the answer is not yet clear. That's because data from abroad has shown little difference between the way children were affected by the original strain and by Delta, but data from some southern U.S. states where pediatric ICU units are filling up with patients has been much different. Verret did conclude that whether or not the variant is more dangerous, its higher level of contagion is likely to hospitalize and possibly kill more children than the original strain of the virus did, simply because more are likely to be infected. She said the best way to protect children younger than 12 who aren't yet eligible to be vaccinated is to surround them with people who are. You can read much more about this topic on henricocitizen.com right now by clicking on COVID-19. Well, data from the Virginia Department of Health shows that the majority of new COVID cases in Henrico are occurring in younger people. Those 39 and younger accounted for about 65% of new cases during a 12-day period, August 9th through 20th. The most cases, 168, occurred in people in their 20s, followed by those 155 that occurred in people in their 30s. Children and teens 10 to 19 made up 115 cases, and children 9 or younger, 109. The data isn't that surprising, considering that 87% of people 65 and older in Henrico are fully vaccinated, making them less susceptible to the virus. By contrast, only about 58% of those 25 to 34 are fully vaccinated. The only other 2 age groups in the county that haven't yet achieved at least 70% of full vaccination are the 18 to 24-year-old group, which is almost there with 69%, and those 12 to 15 at 58%. Of course, that group has been eligible for the shortest amount of time. One of the faces of Henrico County Public Schools is leaving the school system. Andy Jenks, the Chief of Communications and Community Engagement, has accepted a similar role in the Chapel Hill Carborough City school system in North Carolina, where he'll work under former Assistant Henrico Superintendent Nia Hamlet, who's the superintendent there. Jenks has worked as a spokesman for Henrico County Schools since 2012 and is a popular figure among parents and students alike. Prior to joining the school system, he had worked as a news reporter and anchor for Channel 12. The new school district where he'll be working serves about 12,000 students. Henrico, of course, serves more than 50,000. Henrico has not named his replacement just yet. His last day will be September 10th. Here's a traffic alert for those of you traveling in the western part of the county. The right westbound lane of Hungry Road will be closed between Roundtree Road and just beyond Wolverton Drive for a manhole repair starting today. Westbound traffic will use the left lane to pass through the work zone. The closure is expected to last about 2 weeks, but it will not cause disruption of water or sewer service in the area. Each week on HenricoCitizen.com, we give you a sampling of local crime reports from the past week. You can check out the list from August 13th through 19th right now by visiting HenricoCitizen.com, clicking on News and then Crime.
As we all strive to do our part during this extraordinary time, Henrico Area Mental Health serves as your local and public mental health agency, continuing to do its part. We all experience mental health challenges, especially during extreme challenging times.
It doesn't matter your age, gender, race, or ethnicity. Each person is affected differently. If you're a resident of Charles City, New Kent, or Henrico counties, and you, a family member or friend or someone you know, may need someone to talk to about the mental health challenges being experienced.
Do your part and call us at 804-727-8515. That's 804-727-8515. We're here to help. Remember, mental health is good health. Call Henrico Area Mental Health at 804-727-8515. That number again is 804-727-8515.
This message comes to you from Henrico County CSB Prevention Services.